Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show on ET Now. Here's some interesting news coming in from the realty space. While we always talk about how realty prices are just about flattening and, it's okay if you want to buy it for consumption, but not so much so for investing. Luxury realty, though, seems to be standing out. We have Ravi Sinha, CEO of Track to Realty, that's got some very interesting insights after surveying individuals on luxury realty. Ravi, thank you so much for joining us on The Money Show. We've been, like I said, we've been talking about realty prices and how they've just been boring, if you could call it that, in the last couple of years. Plus, demand as well has been pretty weak. Would you say, however, that luxury realty is not only seeing better demand, but pricing as well seems to be doing better?
No, I would like to set the context first. Luxury real estate, at one point of time, it was contributing around 40-45% revenue of the overall revenue of the sector. Today, it has come down to around 18%, and this 18% is consolidated data of last 5 years. So overall, luxury real estate has been affected, and the reason why it has been affected is that the wealthy Indians, both HNIs as well as NRIs, they are looking at overseas market. They have got better avenues with the same price band in other markets. But the silver lining here is that what we have noticed is that people are ready to invest in traditional financial centers. For example, Mumbai has just come out as a very hot destination for luxury real estate. So this is one silver lining, because we have to understand the fact that luxury real estate buyers are slowdown proof, recession proof. They have the money, they are not affected as much by the macroeconomic scenario. And it is in this backdrop that I think luxury developers also need to understand that which are the cities they should focus on. Mumbai has stands out, Bangalore market is doing well. In North India, what we are finding is that people are moving from Gurgaon to now Noida. Noida is now home to some of the most luxurious properties, whereas luxury property in Gurgaon is not doing well. So I think the time has come for the developers also, for the investor also, to look at luxury real estate from a very different perspective now.
So Ravi, essentially, if let's say an individual has money to spare right now and wants to put their surplus money purely for investment in real estate, would you say then that luxury realty property is a good option?
Of course, it's a good option, because see, the transactions, the secondary market transactions, because see, when you talk about investors, the investor can exit at any given point of time. And when you look at the secondary market where transactions are actually happening, transactions are happening in luxury properties in Mumbai. And this is a good time to invest, because luxury property in traditional centers, be it Mumbai, Bangalore or Gurgaon, it is trading around 20% below of what at one point of time it was trading at. So this is the time to invest, and this investment is actually affecting the primary market a bit. So there is a general perception that luxury property is not doing well. But what we have noticed is that both HNIs and NRIs, they are betting heavily on the luxury market. But there is a catch. The catch here is that the among the HNIs, those who are globally exposed, and when we say globally exposed, we say HNIs who have traveled to 2 or more countries, they are looking at overseas market. Whereas the HNIs who have not been exposed to global property market, they are looking at traditional Indian centers. When it comes to NRIs, above 50 years of age, they are more glued to their traditional home centers. That is one of the reasons that certain cities like Coimbatore, Kochi doing pretty well. But the young NRIs, they are looking at traditional financial centers, because they are not just looking at luxury property from the standpoint of living over there, but also operating their businesses out of those places.
Okay, that's certainly very interesting perspective. Now, when it comes to which developer, because that as well is very important, right? If you don't choose the right developer, we have seen, home buyers literally being stranded, and especially when it's for their own consumption, when they have to go live in the house. So you can't take a chance on the quality of the developer. So HNIs, NRIs, you could call them maybe smart money, especially that of the HNIs. Which is their preferred developer?
See, the top three national developers are Godrej Properties, Prestige, and Sobha. But over and above these three brands, every market is giving you certain developers. For example, if you look at Mumbai, a relatively lesser known developer outside Mumbai zone, Sunteck Realty is doing pretty well. Similarly, when you come to North, certain developers like Asiana Housing or ABA Corp is doing pretty well. So what is actually happening is that there are 3 or 4 very strong national players like Sobha, Godrej, Prestige, even K. Raheja Corp comes into that league. But in every zone, north, east, south, west, there are certain developers who are doing pretty well in luxury market in their own given pocket. They have not explored beyond that zone. So any prospective buyer who has a national footprint obviously would go for a brand like, say, Godrej Properties or Sobha. But somebody living in north will prefer Asiana Housing or ABA Corp. Somebody living in western zone will also look at Sunteck Realty. So it all depends that the buyer profile is confined to that particular zone or he is traveling across the nation.
Understood. All right. So, Ravi, do you think then that luxury realty is a good place then, like I mentioned, for investors to invest? And do you think then it's the financial capitals like, Bombay, maybe even Delhi, Bangalore, those are the cities then where, people should put their money in for property?
See, we have identified 3-4 zones which will attract sizable investment. Mumbai stands out as number 1 zone. Secondly, you have to look at a place like Bangalore. Bangalore is doing pretty well. Hyderabad, surprisingly, has started picking up in luxury market. In North India, what we are seeing is that there is a flight from Gurgaon to Noida market. Noida in the days to come will stand out as one of the luxury destinations. So these are the places investors should look at because these are the markets which does not look like going for a price correction. Because in many other cities like, say, for example, Kochi or Coimbatore, there has been sizable investment mainly from the Middle East. But those places have reached to its peak. So if you ask me which are the places to look at for luxury market, I would say Mumbai, Bangalore and Noida. These are the 3 places I personally am ready to bet on. Hyderabad has also emerged as a very good choice.
If you want to buy a property, a luxury property, especially Mumbai, Bangalore, as well as Noida, this is where Tractor Realty is betting. Thanks so much then, Ravi, for joining us with the findings of your report and of your survey. With that, we'll wrap it up on this episode of The Money Show. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join us tomorrow as well at 5 p.m. and of course, send us your feedback and comments on The Money Show at etnow.tv.